guess it's not just a migraine anymore. At this point, I'm pretty sure it's just crippling depression, anxiety, stress. I frankly don't even know anymore. I'm probably just gonna, hopefully, once I get my car fixed, just find something to do 24 hours a day. And then, I don't know, my mind is gone. I feel like life, I know I've contributed to it, as I've said. We all play a role in our own damnation. But I honestly don't even know anyone. Like, I can't sleep anymore. I just can't. It's like I feel tired, I'm exhausted, I'm burnt out. And it's just weird. Like, I sleep a few hours and then be up. And then typically just sleep a few hours more and then be up. And I sleep a few hours more and then be up. And it's just this broken up sleep that just doesn't help me recover. I don't know anymore. But I was thinking, like in my insomnia. I'm tired, but just can't fall asleep. But I was thinking, to follow up from the previous video, the lengthy one. People, like, you really have to think about people, how you would really, to put it like in very black and white terms, like to be very blunt, like you would cancer. Cancer is something that's so common and prevalent because it exists in two forms, like people. There is the malignant variety, right? The one that's wildly popular for its, calling it wildly popular, it's really just sad because, it's not a good thing. It's a terrible thing, but the infamous, the most commonly known and infamous version of cancer, right? The malignant version. Malignant tumors are aggressive tumors. They attack the host organism. They essentially cause it to putrefy from the inside out and eventually kill you. And there is benign cancer, benign tumors, mutations of cells that, they don't affect you in any way. They're just there. But here's the funny thing about the benign tumors. A benign tumor can become malignant. A malignant tumor cannot become benign. Which is interesting when you consider just the nature of good and evil. Now, I'm no doctor and I could be very wrong in this. This is just me kind of regurgitating things that I read about. Which is why, as we age, we typically must submit to various medical inspections to make sure that, cancer isn't festering, taking root, and slowly killing us from the inside without us knowing. And that's the same for people out here in the real world. It's funny because, once you really start talking, about people, you can start really breaking the person, the collective down, individually and collective, right? And you start seeing some wild comparisons. If most people weren't contributing to the misery and suffering, we could actually have a chance at something. Utopias and dystopias, the extremes, right, don't exist. But I don't know. I maybe have a skewed opinion of myself. People on the outside, for the most part, with the exception of a few, refer to the previous video, the only few people that seem to really have a problem with me. And it's kind of funny too, because like I don't have a problem with anyone. Like, I really just wish everybody well, and it's really just my demeanor, my resting bitch face as a manager, as many people have pointed out. One of my managers kind of like always pointed out playfully, I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel more and more like a bad guy, and it's just become contradictions in my life, Maybe it's just like asleep. I don't know. At any rate, just wanted to get on here real quick and put some more thoughts out there. I don't know. Maybe somebody out there is going through insomnia as well. Maybe this is a video that might help you solve your insomnia. I don't know. Meditation, prayer. I tried everything. I don't know, man. Maybe it's let's call it like Truman syndrome, main character syndrome, protagonist syndrome. Maybe I'm just a jackass. I don't know. But yeah. It's kind of weird because in light of everything, I thought that I may be very suicidal right now. Suicide is very far from my mind. I'm really only bringing it up because it's something that I've dealt with, that a lot of people deal with. Some of my favorite people have committed suicide. None personally, thankfully, thank God. Never known anybody in my personal, private life that's killed themselves. But I hope to keep it that way. I hope not to become the person that does it, in spite of having not only thought but planned it and really given it a go and just not really pulling the trigger. Not guns, like just blades. But I don't know, man. Like everything just feels like it's just this reality TV or this poor parody satire of one, and I'm at the center of it. And maybe it's just my ego, like maybe ego inflation, or maybe just neurosis, paranoia, schizophrenia. I don't know anymore. And I don't even think the science can really help me. Other than just monitor me and, like when I had my panic attack, provide me a safe space to just cool down. It's funny because fiction has played a great role in my life. I'm a writer, I'm an artist, right? It's what I do. And now, like, I just keep thinking, like, Ultron in Age of Ultron, the Avengers movie. Thinking about what I was meant to be. Like in the movie, he says something to the effect, I was meant to be beautiful. People were meant to look up to the sky and be inspired. Somewhere along the way, something, maybe it was just me. Maybe it's just me. It is just me. My experience is inseparable from me, from my consciousness, from my body. Other people, they're factors, yeah, variables for the most part, but we are the constant. Like change, right? We're the only constant. I guess electronics doing this plus the light isn't gonna help me fall asleep. If anything, I should probably just try to deprive myself of any light. But here we are again. My mission, what remains of me, is going to be to share my experience with everyone. Hopefully, those who need it, those who are lost, not who wonder are lost, but if you are lost and you're finding this, and you're thinking about suicide, violence, somebody else as the enemy, the adversary. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of people out here actively making our lives more miserable. But we can't feed into that any more than we can feed into any negative thoughts in here of self-destruction or destruction of others. It may be too late for me, but it's probably not too late for you. It may not even be too late for any of us. Or it could be too late for all of us. I don't know. Supervolcano, an asteroid, a World War III, a nuclear holocaust. And one number of things could completely dozen. So maybe we shouldn't contribute to that so adamantly, so fervently. But that's neither here nor there. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a good night. It's night here. It's day for you. I hope you're having a good day, morning, evening, wherever you are. Send you what little love and peace I have left. See you on the next one. Cheers.